And we're back. You tuned into Sports Federation TV. I'm Lenyukta Chetty. Now, we spoke chess earlier and karate. And before we go into our next phenomenal sport, it's time for that Bashoes competition. Remember, Bashoes been around for so long in Cape Town, one of Cape Town's favorite cool drinks, and everybody's got their Bashoes story. For your opportunity to win a case of assorted Bashoes drinks tonight, all you need to do is SMS Bashoes to 33090. That's Bashoes to 33090. Congratulations to last week's winner, all the way from Durban. Congratulations to Varenka Kandai. You will be receiving your case of assorted Bashoes drinks shortly. Now, from the world of fencing, we have Kesia Matthews in the studio, and she's here to tell us about recent and upcoming developments in the world of fencing. Welcome, Kesia.
Thank you.
Ah, what a beautiful face, and what an impressive little jacket there.
Let's
start with that story. That sounds that was the All Africa Championships.
Yes, it was the junior one.
The junior ones, and you and some of your peers qualified to go there. Hey.
Yes, we did. It was the top female and the top male of each division. So I was the top female of my division, which was EPA at the time. But then last year I switched, so I do foil now. That's when I became first. When I came first.
Yes, I would let you brag about that just now. So even though you qualified to go to the All Africa Championships, things didn't work out as you'd hoped.
No, because it was my first international competition, so it was really tough because it's really hectic out there, and fencing is big in other countries, not as big as in South Africa because it's expensive, it's really expensive, and we can't really afford to compete in all international competitions, and that's why we kind of at a disadvantage when it comes to competition.
Okay. Now the young man that also qualified to go to the All Africa Championships, was he able to go as well?
We did go here, but we didn't go to the Youth Olympic Games. This was a qualifier, right. So none of us went.
Did you qualify to go to the Youth Olympic Games?
I don't remember, but I think so because I just made it.
Okay, and that's unfortunate. I mean, to be right there and you can just touch it. Hey, and unfortunately because of funding, you couldn't go. Kesia, how did you get involved with this amazing sport? I mean, fencing is a beautiful sport to watch. We see it in the movies. It's always portrayed so elegantly. How did you get involved?
Well, my sister, Kristen Matthews, so she actually started when she was in high school and I was still in junior school. So I was into other sports like athletics, but I didn't do fencing. So I just wanted, because I was super hyper. So I just wanted to go with her, and then I used to go with her to training, and that's how I started. Like I just started training with him, and then the coach said that I must actually start competing.
Okay. Which area are you from?
I'm living in Manenberg.
In Manenberg. There's a lot of young people doing fencing in Manenberg.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so your exposure to it came from your sister, you said?
From school. We went to the same school.
Okay, all right. And how long have you been involved in the sport?
This year I think it will be 8 years, 8 to 9 years, but I started when I was grade 4.
Okay. Now, dear viewers, this amazing young woman is currently the Western Cape Junior Women's Foil Championship. Foil champion. And tell us what that means and how you managed to achieve this this prestigious status.
Okay, so as I said earlier, I used to do EPA. EPA is it's a different kind of weapon, but I did well in it because I qualified, but I was supposed to, because of my height, like people, like EPA is a height advantage division, unlike foil. So foil is like for more shorter and faster people. So like my coach suggested that I start foil because my sister was a foilist and he was also a foilist, and we're speedy, so we can. So he just suggested it, and then I said okay, let's try it out, and I really enjoy it. So I feel like I'm doing well in it because I enjoy it. Like
yes.
It's really fun.
Yes, lovely. What would you say is the best thing about your sport?
I feel like it's the opportunity to travel and the opportunity to meet new people, and it just opens up so many gates for you as like like a sports person, like you meet other people from other sports, and you just see how different, like it's very diverse, like the diversity is like, it's amazing.
Yeah. Now you're currently the Western Cape champion in your division for your particular discipline in fencing. I mean, and you've obviously got national accolades as well, but it's always great, no matter how many times it happens, to be a provincial champion. Hey.
It is.
Because the competition gets tougher
It
every
does.
year.
People work hard.
People work very hard,
Very
yes.
hard.
In nationally, how does your fellow athletes do in the national competition, the people from Western Cape?
We do fairly well. Like I just joined Blues Fencing Club, so we like the top performing club. Like most of the top national athletes are from Cape Town or from our club. So they do well. We do well.
Yeah.
Like all of us, we always manage to at least like get 100% of our clubs to stand on the podium even.
Wow. So you can be a bit braggerig about it,
Okay.
Okay. So what's coming up now in the near future in terms of events? If people want to come and watch and see exactly what the sport is about.
Okay, so our fencing for 2018 has kicked off already. So we had a junior national competition in the beginning of this month. It was at Crystal House at my old school. So it was a qualifier for the World Champs, which will be in Italy in April.
Wow.
But in December last year, it was nationals in Joburg as qualifiers for Africa Champs, which will be next week in Lagos. So we're going.
Wow. Are you also
Yes,
going
I'm
to
going.
be part of the squad?
Yeah, I got gold. And then so those are the two big competitions, and then the next nationals, which will be held in Limpopo, will be qualifiers for the Commonwealth Games.
Wow, so much of traveling.
So much.
What's your favorite thing about traveling?
It's just, I don't know, just new places and
Yes.
new experiences. It's nice to like be
New
out to South
culture,
Africa.
new
Yes.
food, and all the other athletes that you meet from around the world. Hey.
Yes.
Yes. I always
Absolutely.
say it's every athlete's dream, no matter what sport you play, to represent your country.
It is. And you feel like extra proud when you're there.
Yes. And super patriotic as well,
Yes.
I'm sure. Some will cry when the national anthem is
Yes,
played.
and when it's the opening ceremony and it's our turn.
Yeah, lovely. So how can, you're a young person, there are parents watching, there's maybe some children watching right now. What would you say is the reason why people would want to join fencing or start or show some interest in the sport?
I'd say that, like, for parents watching, like, put your children in fencing, and for the children or the youngsters out there, like, fencing is a very, very different sport compared to other sports, like besides the financial part. But it's like, it's really good, like for, like, when we travel, you learn new skills, like you acquire new skills such as communication skills, because like not everyone likes to meet and greet and communicate, because I didn't like it at first and I love it. Like after fencing, like it opens so many doors for you, not just in the sport but outside also. You get sponsors for your school, your bursaries for university, etc. So it's a broad sport.
Yeah. Now, how can people get more information about this sport? Do you have a Facebook page?
We do. We have Fencing Western Cape, and then we have Fencing South Africa. Fencing South Africa is the bigger page, so you can just go check on there, and all coaches and administrators are all on there.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Kesia.
Pleasure.
Phenomenal young woman, master of foil in fencing, and just going to get quicker. Hey, just quicker. All the best to you in the international tournaments coming up.
Thank you.
After the break, we'll be taking a look at highlights from the first Western Cape Provincial Sports Confederation Exco meeting for the year 2018. So stay tuned for that.